Ano manyo ina bayiziba abakumanya promise. Nibingi. Yes, hello. Hello. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Yes, you're most welcome. My name is Maurice, the Crochetmaster. Yes, welcome to your clippers. Yes, welcome everyone who is joining us right now. Yes, I would like you to always good thing. We have 2 people, and with the 2 likes, of course, that is the good thing. So as you're joining, please tell us where you're watching from, and make sure that you tap on that red heart. Okay? Yes, my name is Maurice, the Crochetmaster, and today we have something that is very, very interesting, very, very nice that we are going to learn today. And I would like you to give me your attention so that we can do this together. And big shout to those who are joining us on Air by Clippers. We really do love you so much. So this time around, like all our fun, like the way we said that you also want to see how we are doing the crochet. But there's something simple I would like to explain to you, that there's some different mistakes that people always do when it comes to crochet. The crochet that we're going to do, they're looking like this. So the mistake that we always do is to do the different cornrow that is not matching with our crochet, like the twist. So most of the times you always have to mind about the crochet. This crochet that we do is the one that gives us the cornrow that we have to plait. But of course, if the cornrow is very big, it means even the crochet that you're going to do is also supposed to be big. But if the cornrow is very small, it means also the crochet you're going to do is also supposed to be small. So as usual, we are going to do it with our inward cornrows, but somehow, somewhere, that certain time when we have the line of separation, and that line of separation can either be in the middle or it can either be on the sides. So it always depends where it's supposed to be. Okay, Wilson, you're most welcome. I promise it's wonderful to see you. Of course, I thought maybe I'd forgotten her. She's here, and we're going to try to make her look beautiful again. So what I was trying to say, that we always have that the line of separation, and most of the times, like other people call it like that invisible line. So it can either be in the middle or on the sides. So it is just according to someone's size, like the side. It can be either um, on a left hand side or on a right hand side, depending on how you yourself, how you always separate your hair when you have plaited your hair. So, and this time around we have tried to make this crochet, but we would also want them to last longer. But how do you make your crochet to last longer? The only thing is, like, you have to make sure that the front line, like here where you start from, is firm. So that's why we always use the inward knotless braiding. And of course, the inward knotless braiding, we all know how we do it. This time around, I'm going to use the threads. I'm going to be using the threads. Okay. And of course, according to her hair, is not that long, so I wouldn't try to add a lot, like wouldn't put it long. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit shorter. Okay, so we do 3 to 1. Okay, and then I hold it this way. So when I start braiding, of course, this is how we braid our inwards, and the difference is we just have to make sure that we separate our lines like this. Then we start from here like this, then we do the braiding. But of course the braiding is from inwards. So the inwards, of course, we already used these 3 hands. Also, I gave a thumb up. Thank you so much, Robbie. And as you're joining us, please just tell us where you're watching this video from, this live from, and don't forget to tap on that red heart so that even others can join us. Okay, so here we go. I start doing the braiding, and if you try to see how I'm braiding, is that I braid using only the 3. So this comes like tap, the third one comes, this one goes to pick like this. So this one comes like this, the third one, this one goes to pick. It is the same thing. I do this one like this, third one, this one picks. This one, third one, this one comes to pick. So it's the same thing, this one, third one, this one picks. So that's all on that have a difference. So that's how you just have to move. Okay, and you have to make sure that from the beginning it is really firm. It is really firm. Was that it? So you just have to continue like this. Yes. Just like that. Wow. Papa, clippers they do are kusinga. I swear. Oli mukaga batano myali 14.
Agenda mbividi.
Olimba wama. Ali 14. So now, as we're continuing, I think you can see how I'm using this. I go and I pick with this. Okay, so I put this and I pick. So this one you just have to continue using it, and this is how you make it end. Okay, so right now when I'm done with this here, sorry, you have to make sure that your cornrow, that's why even sometimes you find like your crochet like looks like those ones always add these crochet, like they add them on the cornrow that is updo. Somehow somewhere I don't see it looking very nice like this one, the one that is down like this. Okay, so as we continue with that, when we finish that one, of course, now genda kufuna kajimu genda kukole nekula kitoka tokateekanga tekuli mulimu
Kweguli nayo bayetaga ndi wagamba Bluetooth ki.
Okay, so now when we're done there, of course, so how do we get the like this invisible line? The invisible line, this one, like the way I said, okay, others call it the invisible line, but it is the separation, like where your crochet you will need them to separate from. It may either be in the middle or a side, and that one depends on like how someone wants her hair to be. So this amount for us, we are going to try to make sure that even on this line, we try to create some boxes so that it is not that it like also stays looking like that natural look. So I'm going to be having also this to braid it like once. Remember there was supposed to be 2 of them, so I'm going to start from here and I braid them again. So Even this one, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave this one again. So this one is also going to be like an invisible for us, okay? Oh, Bonet, but is being very gentle, but also making sure. Oh, yes, that is nice. Thank you so much. Hello. Now, this is Thompson. Yeah, okay. Now, guys, as you're joining, please make sure you tell us where you're watching from. This is so interesting. So as we continue, of course, now we're having this, and like the Y said, we are using only these three hands, and my thread is 3 in 1, like 3 in 1. This is one that passes through. So still I come, add it here, like the same thing. Make sure that as you're braiding, you have to make sure that the line stays in the middle. You continue like that, like that. You see, like that, like that. So you make sure that your thumbnail, sorry, you make sure that you use your thumbnail and don't make your middle line to escape. Like you have to maintain that middle line. So it is the thumbnail, this one and this one picks. This thumbnail, this one picks. So how we do this, it makes it like stays firm from down, okay, for your crochet. So I can bring this here like this, or maybe if since there are 3, I can still leave them because they're only 3. So I will just join them there and we continue with that. So here we go, and you make sure that your cornrow is just laid down that way. So the moment I always tell you guys learn how to do this cornrow, that is the reason why I say so. I say so like we always do it this way. Just make sure that these cornrows we know, and me, I know that when you learn how to do this type of a cornrow, your crochet will always last longer. Okay, how many pieces of threads do you, okay, sometimes let me say, like if you're a beginner, you might use 4 to 2. Those are 6. Okay, 4 to 2. Those are 6. Okay, yes. But now, if you're now a pro like me, you might even use 2 to 1. But those one also depends on the hair, because we all know that Promise's hair is really thick. So sometimes when you add a lot of threads also, sometimes it will also give you a difficult, like it will make it try to be somehow like it also adds on the thickness. So you will find even on her hair you can even use 2 to 1, only 3 threads. Okay, yes. So again, we have to make sure that this one is also combined this way, and we continue. But guys, the only thing I can tell you is to learn how to use this, and this one helps when it comes to the threads, like when it comes to doing crochet. Yes, so the only thing why your crochet comes out very soon, let's leave out these crochet like the one that looks like those curly weave, those curly crochet, like the one that looks like a wave. Those one, they might last just because maybe since they are soft and they look so natural. But I'm talking about like the way you might be doing the fox locks, okay? doing like the fox locks and the twists, okay, like those Senegalese twists, like the big ones, okay, those ones are the one I mean. Once your cornrow is not firm, trust me, even those crochet comes out as soon as possible. And yes, Upton always is always watching from Jamaica. Thank you so much for watching. And yes, that's what's calling and they will have okay. Okay, Bunny, aren't the braid uncomfortable? Don't pull this on her scalp. Not really. I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. So right now, when we're done with this, of course, I'm remaining with this, and you can see I'm having all this here. So what I'm going to do is also try to braid this to come, and I put it down here. Okay. So just braid it this way to bring it down here. So here we go. Sorry. Bluetooth. So now let's try to sew our so now here, let's try to make sure that we braid this. And sometimes there are those people when they're trying to even just sewing this one, they have main. Even someone is just over pulling this, over stretching it so much with a thread, and you find like this joining part is painful. So always have to be as gentle as possible. Okay. And they always tell us that most probably those people who do those things are women. But when they also plait hair, eh? If you're a woman and you plait the hair that hurts, shame upon you, because you also plait hair. Okay? So you're supposed to plait according to how you feel. Like maybe if it were you, how would you feel? Okay? If it were you, how would you feel? Because if something that pains your fellow woman, it's the same thing that will also have to. If something is uncomfortable to your fellow woman, it will also be the same thing. Okay? So we need to understand that. Now, after, when I'm done with that all, of course, what is next? We're going to do our crochet. And of course, doing the crochet, these are very, very simple things that we all know. And most of the times I always say it to you that it is always good we first learn. I just always want to do it from down because it works for me very well. So let's first plait from down. First give me that gel. Okay, Coco, hi, hello. Yes, and this one was asked by Fizeyaya. Yes, was Yaya. Yes, the one that asked for, like we do for her, the crochet. Yes, I hope she will find us. And also it's Mitina also wanted it. I wanted it to learn how to do it. So it's what we're trying to do. Okay. So now, as we're doing, of course, this remaining hair that I did, I went to do something different about it, because since we all know that crochet are the ones, what makes it to come out soon is, as long as I agree, but what makes it to come out soon is the, what's the king come? Sorry. So as we are starting this, we just have to share this. So now here, as we're going to try to join our braid, of course I separate this into 3 portions as usual, and since this is coming from down, we are going to hold our crochet like this. We pass this in the middle, and then still we get this 3rd portion is the one that we pass through our crochet like that. Now after passing that, of course we're going to bring it like this, like that, since we are doing the inward knotless braiding. So it is the same thing that we do here. So here we braid. After braiding, of course we are going to do the twisting. We're going to do the twisting. So after doing that, of course, we shall come and we make sure that this one passes through it like that. I always make sure that I do it from each step so that it can, you see, that like it's, I make sure that you try from like these 2 steps like that, and then on the last ending you try to make sure that you bring it this way and you pass it in middle like this. So again we do it this way until pass through it. So here we go. You can see now this one strand is there. Now the same thing that we're going to continue doing just here. Sorry. Let me continue here. And one what it doing. Separate this into 3 portions. 1, 2, 3. Now when we bring our crochet, we just have to put it in the middle. Put it in the middle like this. Then we pull it. So once we pull it, the one that we braid like this. So now here it is going to be in the 2 way. The those ones those ones who will want to again say Inavaako egwe. Nsooka otambulirawo. Oli akantu kendaba yakali akakutte sayidi eyo. So here, again say, but oli comfortable. We're not bibiri.
Ye tubadde mu bibiri 50.
Take it.
Bazzeeyo kati.
So now here you go. You can see how it is moving. So it is the same thing that we do here. Let me try it. But are you comfortable? Okay. So still, we make sure that we separate this into 3 portions. So we bring our crochet, but all this that I'm doing, please try to make sure that your line, like the boxes that you're doing, the portions that you make down here are supposed to be equivalent to the crochet. Let's say if the crochet was very big, the extension was very big, even the boxes that we're doing here was also supposed to be big. Okay, so the same thing that I do here, and when we braid like 3 times, after that we start doing the twisting. Okay, we start doing the twisting. What cream you put on? This is just some molding gel. It's a gel, the one that I'm putting. So as we say, those ones who are joining us, please try to make sure that you tap on the screen so that even others can join us. So again, this one goes like this. So if you want, you may bring your crochet to pass from inside. Sorry, come and press here. Then everything. We continue. And this one goes here like this. See? Now this one is going to be simple, and of course if we would want the whole head, we can still do it this way, but of course at this moment we just wanted something that that is quick, but still we want it to last longer. Okay, we want it to last longer. That is the good thing that we do want. Now here we go. So now here we go. When we finish here, now again we have to add on our crochet, and on this one please we use the middle one. Okay, and of course those ones who are using let's say, and I know that those ones who might be using this method of knotless, okay, I know they want to see me doing this. Okay, most people know it this way, and when I do this, this is what they love most. Okay, but most of the times I don't always use it. So here we go, and I'm done with that. We keep doing the twisting here, and then we make sure that our hair is inside there. That's what we call clippers. Shout out to those who are watching on the clippers. obere etala zokumi tawa tanto jipya so still make sure that this one is inside in there. So now, of course, we're going to the second part. For me, you know, I love coming from down as I'm doing the crochet. So when it comes to this, the only thing you need to know, position enungi naye etaala eryo libali kutawa wimirire negumu wakamusembesa. So now, when we reach at this point, the only thing we can see, that like the cornrow is big. So never and never make your hook to go upward. Your hook is already supposed to be downwards. It's supposed to be downward, like looking downwards. And another thing is, as you're doing the crochet, please, if the corner is big than this, you try to make sure at least you crochet in the middle of the cornrow. And everyone thinks like crochet is very simple and we can just do the crochet as usual, but there are some things that you also need to do while doing those crochet. So that's why sometimes we do our things and people start loving it, but just because we do them very perfectly. So this is what you do like that, but as we are doing it, we do it like the way we are. We do it like we are braiding, of course, because at the end of it all, we don't need to make it too much. Okay, we don't need to put a lot at the end of it all. As long as the ones that you have done, if you try to pull it upward, you can see how I'm crocheting is that I'm not adding like down from the cornrow, okay? It is just on top. It is just on top. It's not down from the cornrow. So I think you should also try to understand that you don't supposed to pass it down for your crochet to look that way. So we continue. Continue doing it that way. You see, I crochet passing on top of the cornrow. I don't do it from down, like passing my crochet down like this. I don't do that. Okay, I do it from the middle. So this is how, just how to continue doing. But just because now we're already having the beginning, let's say like where we have started from, like the first line is already plated in 1-1. So that means if we are trying to, the time she will feel like maybe it is all, we shall have to unplait only the first line, the one that was plated individually, and then that one is we redo it, okay? And of course, once you redo it, it becomes new again. So as you're crocheting, please, sometimes when we reach here in the middle, you don't need to put a lot of hair, because once you put a lot here, it means you will have to look for other crochet that is going to be like, let's say you have put a lot here, it's all big. It means the one that you're going to cover this have to be mainly, so that it balances. Okay, so once here it shrinks, like you feel like, but maybe since she had thick hair and it was somehow big, so you don't have to add a lot. Okay, don't have to add a lot. There is somewhere where you're supposed to add from. And another thing is, let's try, most of the time, let's try always to follow the steps of the crochet. You know, like some people, when they know that yes, they're going to do the crochet, they just put it on even without. Huh? You find someone is just crocheting from you start from like in front, you move going behind, like you find the whole head disorganized until the end. That's when your client will see like it is coming out nicely. But once you start from down, you come arranging them very nicely. So by the time you reach, you'll find like someone is seeing it looking very nice. Okay, someone will be seeing it looking nice, but after, sorry, sorry. Once again, I want to say this to those ones who are doing the crochet. The crochet that you're using is the one that gives you the cornrow that you're going to put. It is not like all crochet have the same cornrows, no way. Once the crochet, maybe let's say the crochet is big, it means even the cornrow that you're going to add on are supposed to be very big. Okay? Yes, it is not, you're not supposed to have the same size of cornrows on the same crochet. Yes, that is also mistake some people always do. So as we're doing it, of course, you have also to count, because sometimes, I don't know if someone is looking at this, try to look here clearly. Like when I'm trying to crochet, I do this, okay? Now these are small, that's why I'm passing down. But when I crochet, when it is passing through, I put my thumbnail like this, okay? So that even adding that thumbnail, I just be like I'm pressing so that I don't bring tension, okay? So I do it this way, and, sorry. I do it this way, and then I add on my thumbnail like this, okay? So that just not on top. So I do that. So the same thing, we continue braiding, but on these small cornrows, even if you pass it down, there is no problem, okay? But on the bigger ones, the one that you pass it on top. So of course we add as we are counting, because we don't need to put a lot, because once someone might say that I want all the cornrows covered. Yes, it can be possible, but it's going to be heavy. It's like it's going to be a lot on your head, and you're not going to be comfortable while styling them, or maybe holding them in all ways. So we also crochet as we, it's not just a matter of just adding, okay? Yes, you crochet as you're counting accordingly to the one. These ones I say, once the cornrow is somehow big, you make sure that you crochet from middle. Make sure that your cornrow passes through the middle. This is how you continue doing it. Okay. Hello, person. Go. Okay. Chop it. Chop it. We'll soon go. We'll soon go. Next, we'll do the constant. To start the manga. We know one will no sugar. So now here, we're done as we're moving. You can see how we are doing. following the steps. This is what I always want, like you crochet as you're following the steps, not just doing the crochet starting from front and now you keep on doing it until you finish. You feel like someone is not seeing the progress, okay? Someone is not seeing the progress. But when you crochet as you're doing it from like steps by steps, you find the progress is in there. Chris Williams saying hi. Yes, hello. Now, everyone who is watching, like the way we always say, those ones who are joining us, let's try to tap on that red heart, okay? And you tell us where you're watching from, so that we continue. So now, here we go. Here we go. As we're doing the crochet, of course now we're coming on top. Sorry. So since we're coming here, I always want like to start this way, like coming, you start from the beginning, you start from your corner where it starts from, and then you do the braiding. Those who are saying me, like whenever I pass through my crochet, I make sure I put my thumb like this, okay? But once I do it, I be pressing, okay, like that. So it's the same thing I do here. I press. I don't always just pass it through just like that, okay? So when I reach here, the same thing I do. Pass through, I hold here. Hold here to make sure that it is pressed gently and passes through very well. Is it? You know, you just cannot work. Resolution.
Yeah.
So, kata wala bali bama. Wala bali bama. Big shout out to you guys, those who are joining us from Nearby Clippers. We really do love you so much. So again, here we continue with it. So now we continue. Let me try adding some other extensions, because until we finish, we need to of course, sometimes there are those recommended, there are those recommendable extensions. They tell you that maybe they're supposed to be 4 or they're supposed to be 3, because most of the times on the crochet there are always 3 or 4. Yes. So now, once you try to make them 6, trust me, that will be a very it will be on you once you do it that way, because once it becomes heavy, you will also feel the heaviness. So that's why most of the times I always want to not put a lot, okay?
USB.
So sometimes you don't have to put a lot. So so we continue. As now we have reached here. You see, I always want to start from front because that is my thing. Abador. So now again, guys, as we are joining, please let's try to tap on that red heart so that even others can join us. Okay, so we will continue. Okay, so I think that person who asked for the crochet, there is something that we are learning from this. So as we're moving, was like the way I said, I always love to start from that. But now something else. Something else that we need to understand. For her, she's doing it from the side. Okay, she's going to do a side way. So here, of course, we can continue crocheting it, going in this direction because she's doing it that way. But if you find like someone is going to do it in the middle, of course, your type of crocheting has to change. Okay, you will have to change. And now the types of doing the corners are many. Those ones who are using the original cornrows, okay, and of course everyone does it her own way, but all in all, we always have to get the perfect way. Oh, it's so nice. You see, guiding one's hair. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have to make sure that we do it this way, as now we're finishing up. You just have to do it again. Huh? I'll let you go. So of course on this one, like the way I said, you can see my crochet are going on this direction, on the right direction, because she wants it in a sideways. Okay, so always have to come in front. This is the only way how I always want to do my crochet. Like I always want to follow the steps so that even my client can always be seeing like the progress where we have reached, okay, where we have reached, and now they know what they're supposed to do. Like you also see how you're going to look, because that is the only thing that you will also feel good. Thank you so much, those ones who are tapping on that red heart. How many packs of the hair used? The pack of the hair used, trust me, sometimes I always even don't want to tell you that maybe they're supposed to be from, because each company, the way they pack theirs, so it will depend. Okay, this one I might be using like 4 pieces, but you find like other companies that like they put a lot and you use 2 pieces. Okay, but it's always good like use what are recommendable from the company. If they tell you that 3 are enough, of course you also use the 3. Okay. So now here we go. Now since so now when we reach here, of course we have now we are extending on the hair of our the hands. So here we go. Remember we still have our invisible line here, the one that we left here. So what we're going to do, since like the way I say, for me I always do my thing as I'm following the steps. So what we're going to do, first always send a move first. That's what we do with Maurice, the one that we choose. I'm okay, I'm your child. So I'm up, yeah. I will go down. So, like the way I said, you're almost finishing. Of course, if it's a crochet, it's always, I take like, now if it was the whole head, a crochet takes for me 1 hour when I'm done. Both cornrows and doing the crochet, because now if I'm just adding on top, like the crochet just takes for me, it takes me like, the cornrow only can take for me 30 minutes, or yes, 30 minutes, and then the other one 30. So 1 hour, I'm done with everything. So here we go. Now we have reached in front, and for me, I told you like I always want to follow the steps. I have to braid the day before and crochet the next day. Sorry, but that one, I think if you're doing it alone, yes. So here we go, this time around, we are using the gel. So we are doing still the other thing. I always want you to use the, it is always good to apply the left me with 2 lines. So it's 1 line. Like the 2 lines. Okay, let's just do one. So still we're going to use the other method of doing our 3 questions like this. Okay, and we make sure that the one in the middle is the one that we do the crochet from. Okay, the one in the middle the one that we bring. So now here in front, that's why you'll find like my method will need to work for you. Okay, so here we go. Since I'm using the inward knotless, you see, it is when you will need it, and not adding on any tension. You have to make sure you braid it this way. So after reaching there, of course we do the twisting. I always want like the front to look like triangular. Get it? That shape looks very interesting. I've never seen them before. And that's good. Like I always love it to look this triangular because it looks very, very nice and interesting when the lines are in this triangular shape. Okay, like they look somehow like they look like they are locked. Get it? And with the inward knotless braiding, it looks very, very nice. So again, the braid separate into three, and then we add this. Make sure that you put it all just like that. Make sure that I move gentle. See? And I told you last time, like for me, when I'm using the gel, like now, according to this method, when I use the gel, some people might think that even I'm trying to do like, I'm trying to add like there is tension, okay, just because of how it is always neat. And you see if it can be this neat when there is no gel, like those ones who have been following us when we are doing it without gel. I think you have been seeing how neat they have been. So it's the same thing that we do here. So I make sure it's not all about like following the line of the cornrows. No, for like when you're in front, you can just do it freestyle. Okay, but you just make them they just make themselves, because you might find like the time you reach when it is all like it is doing it in a bricklaying method. So here you go. Make sure that you hook all of it like that, and then you start doing the braiding like that. But you make sure that you do it as gentle as possible. Don't try to add on tension. Because here there is nothing that we are doing like will make us add on tension. Okay, Cheryl Carter, you're most welcome. Well, good afternoon, amazing. You have seen it done, like, wow. Why is it that everything that I do, you guys have not seen it done before like this? Why? I always try to ask myself, like, really, why? So here we go. You can see how they look like. the same thing that I do here. I would say that here maybe we can get 2 of them, but still I love your hair. Thank you, Flower. So here we go, and we are done here. So here we go, we add in this, I pull it like that, make sure that it's all pulled, because this is inside, and once it's pulled inside, you bring this inward, and you start doing the braiding. But as you're doing the braiding, you just have to make sure that you are very gentle when it comes to braiding this. And like the way I said, for me, I have amazing. I'm paying attention, but a bit hard. Where it's saying it's a bit hard. Why is it hard? Like you feel I'm doing it faster, or like the method is okay. I thought you would rub the raw hair. Of course, when I'm done with this, I bring my raw hair and I wrap it. Okay. That's what I was trying to do in the first place. That wrapping it this way, and then at the end, make sure that I put this to be firm. Just like that. So I was saying about me wrapping the hair, just because they are not seeing me doing it, but this is how we do it. So like if your crochet is made in threes, still it can still do the same thing. Just wrap it the way I'm doing this. And even right now, like when you reach on the one that is on the last, even try to crochet on top of it, okay? Since you want it to stay firm like that. So it's not a must like you have to be in those angles just like that. So I love this because they are done individually. Oh yes. And now like we always do them like this just because let's say you want to do a crochet, but yeah, you'd want it to last longer. So the one individually, if we do like, let's say the one in front, and we might choose like to do all of it from the beginning, okay? Like all the like we crochet we plait the whole hair individually, and you find it's all doing nicely. So it's the same thing. So now, as you're wrapping this, I was trying to tell you, like, the one that is the last one, at least try even to wrap as you're passing through the hair so that it can be firm. So here we go, you can see how it works. Sorry, trying to get it over here. Now here we go. See how it looks? So, okay, Lord, I wish you were anybody. I get it. So now here we go. We are now reaching at our invisible line. And now this is the most part, like where like someone would feel like if someone looks here in the middle and it is plaited individually, someone might not even tell that you have a crochet behind. You get it? Just after seeing that. So now here we go. After he's done, we're going to continue like this. Then like the way I said, I love my phone to look like, to be in the shape of a rectangle, because the way they look very nice and neat when it is that shape. So I have to first make my sketches before and then do it. So here we go. The white side. Make sure it is the bit, like those ones who are seeing me, please, I'm passing it through the middle line. Okay. So after I make sure that I pull it very well. See how it is here. Then I bring this here plus the hair coming this side and start do my braiding. Start doing my braiding this way. The Crochetmaster network. Oh, network. Wait. Okay. Here we go. We're going down the second part. It is always good, like first you have to first make your sketches. Okay. Yes, because when you do these sketches, they help you, like when you make a mistake, or not even making a mistake, like you find like your lines are looking perfect, not even looking perfect, but at least you find like everything is measured very well. So bring the one in the middle, like start braiding. I hope at least most of you have learned this method and you try it out. It does not seem like for sure. Yes. And that is something I was trying to bring out. Okay? So if this is done from like front and behind, you find like it doesn't look like a crochet at all. That is something that we were trying to get from that. Okay, so when we're done with that, so there's something here. Done with two. and of my 3 portions, I use the one in the middle. The one that I follow. Thank you so much, Sharon. So, here we go. The only thing I have to make sure that my line, like my braiding is really down, like it's flat. Okay, it is flat. That's why I call it the inward, not less braiding. I guess most of you have learned it. If you haven't learned this, just go right in the description. There's that link that is going to take you through. Huh? What's your clippers? Eh? Get that clippers today. Because forgot to look.
I think it is time.
Yeah, you know. So again, follow this. But even these 3 portions that you're doing, please make sure that are in the same size. Okay, that are in the same size. Make sure that it's the same size. So I think here, even if I try to be speedy, most of you are trying to get what I'm trying to do here. Okay? Alright. Not sure my lady would be able to do it like that. I think you have the Senegalese trace, of course, now you see. Sorry. Now if you have the Senegalese trace and you want also to do it this way, and that is something I was saying. And I think the Senegalese trace are they smaller than this, or they're the same? Are they smaller than this? So here we go. Done with that. As we continuing with the braiding, and make sure that this one is on the same line. Okay, yes, I don't forget. This one's supposed to be on the same line. But I think most of you, when it comes to making the lines, those ones we are all perfect. Okay? Most of us, we are very perfect when it comes to making the lines. We're all perfect. So here we go. Someone was saying, like, of course, when you reach at this point, it doesn't look like a crochet, and that is what we're trying to look, which is what we are looking for. Like, not just making something to look like a crochet. Okay? So here we go. In the middle. Make sure I put it here. This. Start doing braid this way. I thought you came. Sorry. So here we go. Is it? Is They're asking if you're comfortable. I think she's asleep. She may not feel comfortable. Maybe she's asleep. I like the music. Thank you so much. Beautiful net. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. When she will be to comfortable. About and up, you know, nyama. Where is the kachai? Come to my brush, did you bless it? I'm going to put it down. So, whatever. I was actually translating. Screen is privacy. And that's why you know now so that was the Crochetmaster which is also what I want. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Yes, don't forget your own Maurice the Crochetmaster. And yes, we always live to learn on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, so those ones who always those who always want to join us, yes, make sure that on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday you catch up with us same time, same time. Sorry Sharon, but once I'm on my tour, you might find me coming that side. You might reach in just like that same side of yours, and make sure that your hairline is still perfect, because most of the times when we're doing this, or maybe when we want to achieve good hairstyles, they always need to have good hairlines. Okay, once you have a good hairline, even the hairstyle that you do becomes nice. So if I like it, make sure I bring it very neat. But do you know why we always do the dress like at the last? Sorry. Do you know like why we always do the twists whenever we do the braiding and then we do the twisting? So here we go. We have started this line also. I know. I'm sorry coughing over your heads. also didn't bring it myself. Sorry, now as we continue. See? But I hope like most of you now have learned how to do this method. Okay? I think it's okay somewhere I choke it in my What's where did Jimbo na chi nakati jimbo chegezao sando watu jimbo wanga takenda kukiza bluetooth mbili stake kumanga kosa bluetooth
akaji jimbo nesi pesa yeli kwa
ndio kweli. Is the method you use all through? I'm sorry, just joined. No. We're doing a crochet, and this method is just done in front, but in the middle we have the cornrows. Yes, she wanted a crochet but she wanted it to last more longer. So of course, for her to come back and we have to remove the whole cornrows, we should just have to remove the front only and we braid again. Okay, so it is just in front. Dad, I'm going to use that. Going my head. Oh, thank you. You're most welcome. Yes, we're having the cornrows in here. So this one we're just adding it in front, but behind we're having the crochet. Maurice, is that your wife?
So you're masking.
So here we go. Now those ones who are just joining us, it is a crochet, but we are doing it with, oh, someone was asking that this is my wife. She's just beautiful soul, my young sis. So there is nothing like that. Sorry for that. zenyu. Mwana kulete computer. But konko kuchita now. TC. Maybe kuba kulebe nankani. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's language. Love. Wow. Stay peace and love. Thank you, darling. Oh, nice looking. Thank you. So, you know, like those ones who have just joined, like there was something I was trying to tell these people who have been there, that most of the times when I'm trying to crochet this, I make sure that we should always try to make sure that the crochet that we are going to add on the crochet, the extension added on, like the extension added on is supposed to be equivalent to the corner. Like the crochet extension is the one that gives you the corner that you're going to be doing. Like it's not just like, let's say you have a particular corner that you always do for all of your crochet. It is not supposed to be like that. Once your crochet are very small, the extensions, of course, even the corners that you're supposed to do are also supposed to be very small. And once your crochet are very big, even if the corners are big, of course, your crochet are supposed to be, if the crochet extension are big, like you know those big trees, but when they are crochet, of course, if the corner that you're doing are also supposed to be very big. Okay, but please make sure that you don't have to use only one cornrow on each type of a crochet that you always do. Okay, so that's how it is. Sometimes when you don't have good hairline, a crochet, like let's say these twists wouldn't look very nice. Though since it is I would advise like maybe yours might be smaller, or maybe something that is curly. Okay, because once it is this way, it may not be okay. So I would wish, like, if you have broken hairline, if your hairline is broken and you want to achieve something good like this, maybe just do all cornrows. Okay, don't put this individual into these individual twists that I'm adding right now. Make sure that yours are all crochet from the beginning. Okay, don't, like, they should all be cornrows. Don't try to put any individual plaiting. Oh, let's take it. I thought you wrap. So here we go. I want us to finish faster so that we can still see how this goes. Now here we go. Make sure when I do it 3 ways, I twist it. Kugundi osobola okusembeza ne tukwata detail. Bwena tusembere tukwate detail. Omuntu yagambye mwamusembeza bulungi. So now those ones who are joining us right now, let's try to see this clearly so that maybe you can also learn how to do it. Okay? So we separate this into 3 portions like this. After, make sure that the line in the middle is the one that we use. So the line in the middle is the one that we're using. Was how to bring my hook like this, and I pass through it this way. Now once it is done, I make sure that I hold this way and this here in front. So I start doing the braiding, but from inwards. Okay, just like this. Okay, so after doing that, this here, we come and start doing the twisting. This is the way do it. Again. Now most of the times when you reach like on this side, it's when they are very, very soft. Make sure braid it 2 times like this. Make sure that it is in the middle. So I bring and I pull again. I think kumanya clippers karobinga ikusamusa robinga abwenanga. See here. So here we go. Twisting, and you can see how firm is our braid. And all this is done with the inwards braiding. So I make sure that I would first make sure that I do my sketch here. someone also comes and struggle and twist to Sivan will not miss. Boxes. Something that I always try to make sure that I avoid. I myself to add tension on someone isn't late there. Not yes, it is late, but since we promised to be working this time, because during day I'll also be working on my clients, so I don't get time to also to do this. So I decided, like after when I'm done with my work, then we can also try to do this together. So now, 3 p.m. in Uganda, right? What is this?
Right now.
8:25? Only what?
9.
It is 9. Yes, it is 9. Oh, where are my clippers? We love you.
Oza kano kanywera kalebera naye kagonve
Yes, this side is some makeup. 21 past. Yes, exactly. 9 p.m. You got it. It is 9 a.m. May the Lord bless you and continue blessing you as you're becoming mad. How can you say that it is a.m.? Turns out one over all this serious. I'm sorry, them by milk. I don't know what you can be ashamed with. Anyway, you just don't know thing in Uganda. Just came from Korea. Yeah, to go back on Korea. Can't be no okay there against you. How I know could deport you. Emberazo. Wakera kumachango fana. I wonder if you know what I was mad is true. Such no akutawo enyingi bayinza okukola ekintu n'onyiiga ensiina tugomugamba wasamukako olunaku lumu ate oluddako n'obeera nga olinyiiga ate omukwano kutukyali naye bamanyi nina obulamu obulala bamanyi nina obulamu obulala. Yeah, I'm going to try so hard to look like this. I am like that. You're so amazing. Number. I got to get up there was nothing. There was something that. Yes, there's a lot of things. A lot of things.
Katika tulabe wajali yabagala kulaba gwe akubuuza ki kyokola bagambe nti ali kuyingizaamu.
Agalye.
I'm inserting.
You're inserting. What are you inserting? What are you inserting?
The hair.
Promise njala yakolo. Promise kulamwako okunywa.
She's tired. It has been this the whole day.
Are you sure?
Engeri gy'otunulamu.
Promise, today you're not jolly. Eh? You're fine? Should we give you that drink? What drink do you take? Are you sure?
Fine.
Feel free, darling. You're very fine. You can feel free. The bill is on me. Miss Kitty is hiding in the dress. Yes, Miss Kitty.
Abalaga twists. Ali mu kuhidinga hair and twists.
Yes, and, but she was saying you'll be inserting. Jolly. Why would you say that? Is that inserting? How can you insert with how can you insert with a crochet?
Bagamba promise kill is a bill on Maurice.
Yes, the bill is on me. What would you want to drink? They say that drink. They say food. And you don't want anything? What do you want? Milkshake? For you, you're very expensive, yet you're not doing anything. You're inserting. Oh my goodness. So now let's all insert since you're inserting. Fish stew. Oh, promise that you're asking for the fish stew. My dear, I don't have that money. You wait, you go and eat some. This hairstyle, let me say, the hair and the braids and the braiding itself is might be, let's see, everything is it is 95 no it's $90. But now if it was all like
She's working hard. She's trying to stay awake.
Fantastic. Agora come.
Muito claro. US dollars.
Yes, it is US dollars.
Good price.
It's US dollars. You can see how we are hiding the hair inside. I think now this is easy for you guys. And this all can be done for even like if we like say that we're just trying to use only the hair, so it would have been very okay. So here we go. Done like this. See how it is. That was student one going stories on. What I'm going stories on it. You put it. Jana way put it. I'm late. Atogamba kulingagati omukole ko
oswale. That's what you're trying to see.
Nonso nomunanga mbanga ndikukuswaza Crochet zizo nimuzazira kumbi. She's beautiful and the style is beautiful. Thank you. Promise that you're beautiful. Where is your beautiful? Seriously. Yet the skin is going. Yay. The skin is moving. Missed you. Missed working with you, Miss Jalia. What's again? Yeah, you get it. Like I'm with that. What about that messy? Is that faith? No, it's not faith, it's called Javi. What about Roman child? Go moko waso yakadala ulipayania na hivyo mada wako yange yajali cheko mama kabisa
Wanje. Yes. Hello. Wanje.
Now here we go. Sorry, here we go. We have finished. Oh my goodness, we have finished this part. Kambe malipeka wamazeyo. Omuntu omuganda eregezayo kera. No, anti era Luganda lwegeddemu. Yes, oyogedde mu Luganda. Gamba wamazeeyo.
Wamazeyo.
That's it. But don't say drama.
Proud.
Proud of.
Muganda.
Indeed. Namubiru.
Time
Namubiru.
for more special spray. Spray.
Yes.
A message, but time for Maurice's special spray.
Indeed. The MDC hair oil, the anti-itch. But that one already added. You can see how the front looks like. I just love it. And now, like on the other part, like the way I said, like on the invis, like where we separate it from, you can see that it is showing how it is 1-1. Okay. Okay. It is showing how it is 1-1. So I guess for the anti-itch, this is the one that we always add in, and of course we had already put it there because once we when we are doing after doing the crochet, we always add it in there. So the oil is already inside there, and I'm not going to put again. So what we're remaining with is the spray, and we are good to go. Jali and Ambiru, talk to the people. Jenny, you haven't said anything? Like Namubiru. Seriously. Now, here we go. Just have to add on our... Guys, I repeat this. When it comes to the crochet, always try to use the one that are recommendable. Okay? Use the one that are recommendable. Don't try to, like, maybe if you want them to be a lot, like those ones who feel like, we have those clients who feel like, yes, my head is small, now I want something that looks big on me, and then you try to add it there. But trust me, when you're doing this crochet and you put a lot, you might be having fine hair, and you overpack it. Trust me, it will come out soon. And you might be having maybe like broken hairline in front. So the more you add a lot, the more you bring your hair on tension. So you have to make sure that it is really packed nicely, but not to add too many. Yes, those ones who have that habit, like they feel like when it is a lot, they feel like when it is few on their head, they feel like they're not comfortable, and they would want it to be more. Okay, but yes, you need that, but always try also to know your hair. Can your hair be is your hair thick enough to hold that kind of the extension that you're over adding on top? And even maybe if you over pack it, also it is going to also like to cause your cornrow to come out very soon. Like those ones who don't know how to do this type of a cornrow. So you should also try to be very careful when it comes to that. And like the way I said, of course, you can also achieve this with you can all achieve this even when you don't add on the, you can also braid it individually without adding this on the crochet. Okay, it is also possible. So all in all, like the way I always say, that the first thing and the good thing that we should always not forget is the finishing. The finishing is the most important thing that we should always try to mind. Once your finishing is not perfect, trust me, even the whole work done won't be making sense. So you have to make sure that your finishing is
eraga nti kweri n'ekifaananyi tekiriiko.
Live tomorrow in the Friday. Live tomorrow in the Friday.
Yes, once again, my name is Maurice. Hey, wait up.
His name is Maurice, the Crochetmaster.
Okay, yes, once again, my name is Maurice, the Crochetmaster, and yes, we always have this amazing live on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So the same times we always have it at the same good time, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So those ones who will always join us, please always make sure that you join us for these amazing lessons. My name is Maurice, the Crochet Master, and let's get, never got the number if the color. Oh, the color, this was 2900. Yes, the color is 2900. So yes guys, for now, I'm gonna be signing out, but see you on Friday. Bye-bye. May the Lord bless you all. Promise, do you have anything you want to tell them?
Thank you.
Love you.
Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking our video. See you on Friday.
Okay. Are you also going to play it with me on Friday?
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay. So guys, thank you so much. Alicia, we have seen you. Coco, you have been there. And yes, big shout out to everyone. Bye-bye. See you guys.